Okay, so it's that time of the year. The big billion day sale is here and many of you are gonna buy the iPhone 15 for around 50 to 55,000. But now you also have the iPhone 16 which will cost you around 80,000. Now I know you might be thinking, should I buy the iPhone 15 or should I spend 25,000 rupees extra and get the iPhone 16? Well, most people on the internet will recommend you to buy the iPhone 15 over 16, saying there isn't much difference. But wait, our suggestion is a bit more controversial. Well, this is Mrinal, you are watching TechWiser, and let's find out the difference between iPhone 15 and 16. Let's go! But before that, let's quickly take a look at the similarities between the 15 and 16. So the first thing that is similar here is the build quality. Both the iPhone 15 and 16 has the same aluminum body with the same ceramic shield glass on the front and IP68 rating. Along with that, the display here is also same like the last year. You get the same 6.1-inch Super Retina display. And yeah, iPhone 16 is still stuck at 60Hz just like the iPhone 15. It's 2024 and still 60Hz. At least they could have given 90Hz. 90Hz, please, Apple. And not just the display, even the speakers on both are pretty much the same. Now I will play the same YouTube videos on both 15 and 16 and see, no difference. But yeah, there is a tiny but useful difference. The iPhone 16 display can go as low as 1 nit. See this? Now I will turn off the lights and you can see the difference. And you get the same dynamic island on both the iPhones. So if you play some music or have timer running, you just have to long tap and a small rectangle window goes up. And not just indoors, even in the outdoors, if you see, both the displays are equally bright. So overall, both have Type-C port, 60Hz display. So more or less you can say both iPhones are quite similar from the front. Now another common thing between the iPhone 15 and 16 is the main camera. You get the same 48 megapixel camera on both iPhones. And we clicked some pictures from the main camera on both iPhones, and if you see, the difference is very less. Like in this image, iPhone 16 has got the red color bang on, but they take similar photos. Some rare times, iPhone 16 takes more accurate colors. So these were the similarities, but to actually buy a phone, you need to know more about the differences. Well, you can easily tell the difference between the two by just looking at from the back. While the body material and the glass protection is pretty much same on both iPhones, the difference comes in colors. Like see, this is iPhone 15 and this is iPhone 16 side by side. The difference in color is huge. Both the iPhones are blue in color, but the iPhone 16 looks like Mother Nature gave Apple some free hand to use more ink. Apart from it, this year the camera alignment at the back of your iPhone 16 looks like how it was back in iPhone 12. It's in the vertical alignment, which allows it to shoot spatial videos in iPhone 16, which of course you can only watch in Apple Vision Pro, which costs 4 lakh rupees and still not available in India. Other than this, there are small upgrades like ultra wide camera, which also doubles up as a macro camera. So now you can take macro photos with iPhone 16, which was not possible in iPhone 15. Plus, you also get those minor upgrades like wind noise reductions. As you can see, I'm standing in the middle of the road and there's too much noise, even a machine in the background. And with this magical button, it's almost gone. It's an anti-reflective lens coating. Another difference between the iPhone 15 and 16 is the battery. Now, in the launch event, Apple said that the iPhone 16 has a bigger battery. And as you know, Apple do not reveal their battery capacity of their iPhone unlike other OEMs. But as per this article, you get around 3561 mAh battery in iPhone 16. Now, talking about the personal experience, in the past 1 year, this iPhone 15 for me used to last about a day for regular use and not when I was using it heavily. Whereas in the short usage of this iPhone 16, by the end of the day, I still have 20 to 25% battery left. So yeah, battery you can say is slightly better on iPhone 16. And in terms of charging, you also get the Type-C port on both iPhones with USB 2.0. Now, as per this Twitter post, the China quality certification certified 45 watt of fast charging on iPhone 16. But as you can see here, it's about 70 to 90 watt only. So long story short, iPhone 16 also has 20 watt of wired charging just like iPhone 15, but you do get 25 watt of wireless charging with a new wireless charger, which is funny. In my 10 years of experience, for the first time I have seen a smartphone which can charge faster wirelessly than compared to wire charging. And the major difference between the 15 and 16 is that the 16 now comes with this additional action button. So this action button now replaces the physical mute switch. So you can assign different actions to the action button, like turning the torch on and off, recording voice messages, or using Shazam to identify a song. And this is the most hype one. Yes, the camera control button. See, the phone is locked. Now I directly press this camera button and it opens up the camera. And if I swipe on the camera control button, I can switch between ultra wide and 2x zoom. And now if I just tap on the button twice, it opens a small menu where I can switch between portrait mode or change the filters, style, zoom and all. So I just keep swiping my fingers and it keeps changing the mode. Now the major difference between these two phones is in the performance. Now the iPhone 15 comes with the A16 Bionic processor, whereas the iPhone 16s come with A18 processor. But Mrinal, what would you do with this all extra power? Well, on iPhone 16 you can play AAA games, which was only exclusive to iPhone 15 Pro models. Plus the iPhone 16 has 8GB of RAM compared to iPhone 15, which only has 6GB of RAM. And this fast processor and more RAM in iPhone 16 will have, yes, Apple Intelligence. Yes, the iPhone 15 will not get AI. On the other hand, iPhone 16 will get AI, even though it will be coming in 2025. So the next question is, what would you do with that AI? Let's say you're texting your boss or manager. With this write-up tool, you can make your message sound a bit more professional. Another highlighted feature is this notification summary. It can also look up the exact photo or videos you're looking for. Other than this, there are also other features like generate emojis, turning a rough sketch into a realistic image, and many more. So finally, should you get the iPhone 15 or the iPhone 16? See, here's the thing. There are obvious difference between iPhone 15 and iPhone 16. We all know the newer iPhones has slightly better battery, slightly better camera, slightly better display, and a better processor. Also, this time around, you also have some hardware upgrades like Wi-Fi 7, action button, etc. But this year, there is one big difference between the iPhone 15 and 16, which is, yes, AI. So let's make it simple. For the first time iPhone buyer with their first salary who wants to buy an iPhone to get their basic stuff done, like watching content on OTT and YouTube, browsing on the internet, using apps for ordering, and using social media, all of that for next 2 to 3 years, then you should get the iPhone 15 around 50,000. But if you're looking to use your iPhone for next 4 to 5 years, then this is where things get confusing. I would have recommended iPhone 16, but during this big billion day sale, iPhone 15 Pro will be sold for 89,999. And at that price, it's definitely better than the iPhone 16. So sadly, I won't be able to recommend iPhone 16 this year, but maybe next year or after the sale. So let us know which one are you gonna buy, the iPhone 15, 16 or 15 Pro. On this note, this is Mrinal signing off, and IPU.
Toma.